Mr. Hancock is an American icon. He has won multiple Grammy Awards, as well as an Academy Award, Kennedy Honors, and a multitude of other prizes and honors. His vast career, spanning from his early teens with the Miles Davis Quartet to solo work with Cantaloupe Island, Watermelon Man, Maiden Voyage, to his crossover Rocket, to The River, the Joni Letters, which won the Album of the Year award at the Grammys. The body of work is breathtaking, both in scope and in terms of the accomplishments achieved.
Sometimes it's crisis that brings out the best of the human spirit, and so you actually, in that way, are turning poison into medicine, which is fantastic. I mean, that's the whole idea. This actually works in with what I said about jazz. No matter what happens on the stage, even if someone plays the wrong chord, to turn that chord into the right one. Miles Davis did that to me one time, Yeah, and in that crucial moment, to be able to respond and through your own compassion, through your own trust and caring, to bring out the best that you have, to turn a crisis or a challenge into benefit or something of great value to help the happiness of some other human being.
Now, you just mentioned about jazz being non-judgmental and about your experience with Miles Davis. Could you just share that story? Because it's such a beautiful story of what happened, literally, with you.
Okay. This was amazing. I played with Miles Davis's band from 1963 until 1968. And I think it might have been around 1966 or 67 that we played a concert. I believe it was in Sweden. And it was part of a tour. But this was turning out to be the best night of the whole tour. It's always one night that really sticks out as the best one. The band is on fire, and the audience was with us. We had just captured the hearts of the audience, and so this was a journey. It was almost like a team between not only the musicians, but with the audience was part of that team. And the spirit was so strong. Everything was moving. Everybody was all together. And we were in the middle of the concert, and everything was building and building. And then Miles started to play his solo. And Tony Williams, the drummer, was on fire. And Wayne Shorter was on fire. Ron Carter, bass player, he was on fire. And Miles got to the peak of his solo. And then I played this chord that was so wrong. I thought that I was the tsunami and destroyed everything. I felt awful. I wanted to crawl under the rug. And Miles took a breath, and he played some notes that made my chord right. It made everything fit somehow. Only thing I could do was gasp. I didn't know what happened. How did he do that? It took me years to figure out one simple thing. Miles didn't judge my chord. I did. That's the difference. He was not judgmental. He listened, he heard it as an event. And he's thinking, what can I do with this? He used it for inspiration. It taught me a big lesson. We all have the ability to turn challenge into inspiration and to share that with other people. It's a big lesson.
Such a beautiful story.